All right, so I recently got invited to my first ever Tesla event. And at this event, they unveiled a new truck. And yeah, we gotta talk about it. All right, so a little backstory. A few days ago, I flew out to LA, and the first stop I made was to the Tesla dealership to pick up a Model 3 that they were so kind enough to loan to me. And of course, in getting this, I had to hit the streets and test it out a little bit. In short, it lived up to the hype. It was an experience. I actually had my friend Nico with me, who I randomly bumped into on the plane. So we hung out for the day and tested the Model 3. I think it's a given that we hit in and out. Nico had never been, and I've only been once, and it was so long ago, I don't even remember what the food tastes like. So yeah, we had to do that. First taste test.
First taste test.
Here we go. I'm gonna eat a fry. These fries are cold.
1, 2, 3.
Fries good.
It's fresh. It's good.
Now we're gonna enjoy. But after we filled up, we headed out to Rodeo Drive and took in the sights and sounds and enjoyed all the cool tech features that the Model 3 offers.
Quick view of my day, which I personally love. It basically saves me.
Quality, you see that, Nico? What do you think of the screen quality?
It's absolutely beautiful.
Right?
I feel like I'm in a cinematic view right now.
Jeez. Oh, this one's fun. So this actually like turns on either the heat or the air. Why is it for me? And as much as I want to get into it right now, I'm gonna have to save it for a later video, so stay tuned for that. Also got a chance to link with my friend Santana for a little bit, and then made my way over to the Cybertruck event. And Tesla really did it up. They had lots of booths and just different things going on, like this electricity trick show. I don't know the proper name, that's what it was to me. I personally have not seen anything like it, but it was like, yeah, it was definitely grabbing the attention of everybody out there.
Outside the venue, waiting for things to get started. Just kind of hanging around until they let us in and see what's about to get unveiled. I'm excited. I've had a good experience today so far driving the Tesla, so it should be a good experience as well seeing what they announce.
From there, we headed into the venue for the event and the unveiling of the Cybertruck.
Probably can't hear me, but we're waiting for the event to start. It's packed in here.
So Elon Musk came on stage, he had a really quick discussion, and he shared with us his latest creation. No, I said that like he's Frankenstein, right? Bottom line to me with this truck is kind of like, it seems like it's ahead of its time. And not in a bad way though. And I'm gonna explain myself, because it looks that futuristic. It's made of stainless steel. I believe it only comes in this particular colorway that we're seeing here. I don't know, it may come in more colors later. Me personally, I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm still figuring out which way I'm leaning more, but I'm definitely not on either end. But I will say this thing is built like a tank. It looks like a military grade truck, especially when you look at the specs. It has an exterior that is extremely hard to damage, even with something as large and powerful as a sledgehammer being punched up against it. The glass, however, might need some work. Tesla showed how strong it was by dropping a ball at different heights, but when the actual test came on the window to the truck, it didn't quite have the same result, but I'm sure that's all gonna be worked on. I wouldn't personally worry about it. It's Tesla. I feel like it's gonna be handled by the time it actually comes into production. But outside of it being superior against anything trying to take it down, it is also very versatile, as it has up to 3,500 pounds of payload capacity. And when you take a look at the back, it has 100 cubic feet of exterior, lockable storage, plus it can tow over 14,000 pounds. Like, what? You can even raise and lower the suspension 4 inches in either direction for easy access to the Cybertruck or the vault. And when you take a look on the inside, it can seat up to 6 people, and it has a 17-inch touchscreen display with the new customized user interface. Now, when it comes to that performance, it can go from 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds with up to 500 miles of range.
You guys don't want to go fast though, right?
You don't.
Say no, you do.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. And those wheels, they look strong, almost unreal even. Like the rim is kind of connected to the tire. It just looks like a toy truck in real life. The truck itself is definitely a lot larger in person than I thought it would be. Like when I saw it on the stage, it, you know, looked large, but when I saw it actually physically directly in front of me, I was a little surprised by its size. It definitely is one of those trucks that to me it just looks like mean, like it's gonna dominate the road. It looks like it would demand respect. But going back to the interior of the truck, I also noticed the steering wheel itself has a very futuristic kind of vibe. That's pretty cool. And then following that same futuristic look are the tail lights and the headlights. And I would say at night, you may even notice that before you notice the truck due to its layout truly being one of a kind. Like imagine this pulling up in your local grocery store or your local Lowe's.
Jesus Christ.
Price-wise, I was surprised. It starts at $39,000. I thought it was gonna be more, so to me, that's a good price point. And it's only $100 to reserve one, which isn't bad considering the deposit, I believe, generally runs around $1,000, or not the deposit, but you know, the amount to reserve it. Cool part is I got the opportunity to actually get a test ride in one. It was a nice and smooth ride. It did the 0 to 60 test, which is a good experience in a truck. I feel like my stomach turned a little bit more in the car when doing something like this than it did when I was in the truck. But all in all, the Cybertruck is different. It's a head turner and it's gonna stand out on the road and start combos at stoplights. Like I'm really looking forward to seeing it hit the market and people actually buy this. I'm excited to see something that looks like it's from the future on the roads today. And honestly, it kind of reminds me of like the first Galaxy Note or the first phablet. Like everybody laughed at it, they mocked it, they thought it was crazy. But now everybody has a similar design to offer to consumers. I think it might be like that with the Cybertruck because we know eventually trucks and cars are gonna look like this. I gotta say though, I respect Elon. I respect him for pushing the envelope and just thinking out of the box, challenging the standards of what we have become accustomed to for, you know, like the design and performance of the everyday modern trucks. To take that and revamp its design and bring all that tech that Tesla so nicely offers into this, you may or may not love it, but you gotta admit it's worth being recognized. But I'm interested to honestly hear your thoughts. I wanna know, like, what do you think about the design? Would you buy the Cybertruck? Let me know down below in that comment section. I'm gonna hang around for a little bit after the video and chat with you all. But if you like this video, you know, you can always feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want more content, you can subscribe. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.